So in last week's vlog, Ashley brought me a bag of stuff that she didn't want anymore, some lotions and stuff like that really surprised me because they smelled really good. So I kept them. So she brought me this Airy bag. I have not gone through it yet. And this is Clinique 7-day scrub cream, rinse off formula. So that, if you know Clinique, you know that's expensive. I'm surprised she didn't want that. And then we have, what is this? Winter in Venice. Spring Mist and White Tea Hand Wash. So, is this something you use with water? I guess because it's a hand wash. It doesn't say hand sanitizer. Wonder why she didn't keep that. Because you could put that at the sink. I'll definitely keep that. And then we have Catwalk Curls Rock Amplifier. I definitely don't need that. So some of these I will give to my sister and nieces. Oh, I hear rain. It's so dark outside right now. This is a body scrub, and I don't use body scrub, so I will definitely not keep that. Frizz Ease Curl Reviver, I will not use that. See, my nieces like to do their hair. John Frieda, yeah, and these are full. I mean, these don't even feel like they've been used. But Ashley will do that. She spends good money on stuff to try it out, and then, you know, if you don't like it, why keep it? But my nieces curl their hair, and so they'll enjoy that. This is, what is this? Oh, shampoo, shower gel, and bubble bath. I will keep that because I will use that. I don't take bubble baths, but I will use that as a shampoo. So I will keep that. And some of these things like this came in a kit that we gave her for Christmas because I remember it. It was Philosophy, and I think it came with lotion and this. And so she just decided she didn't want it, but I'm not offended by that. Some people would be offended, like, I gave you that and you don't want it. I'm not offended by it because that's fine. Give it back to me and I'll use it. Okay, so we had this hand wash, and now we have hand lotion. So that must have come in a set, white tea, and so you're supposed to wash your hands and then put the lotion on. So I will keep both of those. And then another Clinique. This is Moisture Surge Overnight Mask. See, I don't mess with my face. I really don't. I do very minimal stuff to my face. I probably should do more. Peter Thomas Roth Irish Moor Mud Purifying Black Mask. Ugh, okay, I won't use that. And then, okay, so this is, she's literally given me the whole set. So the hand soap, the lotion, and then this is bath soap. So that's just a little bar of bath soap. So that is from Ashley this week. I have something that you can put under your things I didn't know.
Until you're older.
Yeah, things I didn't know until. And I'm 49 years old, and I just found, I just heard of something that I had never heard of before. We're watching the show MASH, and we're working our way through it slowly but surely. We're not trying to race through the episodes, so we're watching other things too. And then if we have a half an hour, 20 minutes or so, we'll play an episode. So the last episode that we watched, it was just a couple nights ago. The characters, it's not important to know who the characters are, but one of the characters is Margaret.
Not a spoiler alert, it's been on.
No, it's not but one of the characters is Margaret, and Margaret thought she's a nurse, and she's a doctor. No, she's a nurse. She's the main nurse, the head nurse, that's right. She's the head nurse, and she thought she was pregnant, and so she didn't want anyone to know that she thought she was pregnant. So there's another character on the show named Radar. Radar has a rabbit, and they were talking about testing this rabbit.
Well, there was only one way to know if you're pregnant or not, and that's do a pregnancy test.
Right.
Using the rabbit.
Using the rabbit.
Right.
And I looked at Kevin like, what in the world are they talking about? And because I truly did not understand it all. And so as we're watching the show, I'm searching online, and there was truly such a thing as the rabbit test. And I mean, Kevin knew about the rabbit test. I've never in my life heard of the rabbit test. So
yeah, they actually, I didn't know what years. I knew about it, I just didn't know what the details were.
That's weird.
They back in the 20s and 30s, somewhere around in that area, 19, 20, and 30, by the way, they found out that if you inject women's urine into female rabbits, it basically makes them go into heat. So it changes it enlarges their ovaries and changes the texture of their ovaries. So the myth was that the rabbit died if you were pregnant. So the rabbit test was, if the rabbit dies, you're pregnant. That didn't always, I mean, they could examine the rabbit without killing the rabbit. You know, they just look at the ovaries. So so the big thing was, you know, the rabbit test, but it was a real thing. They really did inject rabbits with women's urine to see if they were pregnant.
Yeah, but you said the myth was that they died, so it did not kill them?
They did not, no, it doesn't kill, the test doesn't kill the rabbit. The finding out if the ovaries were changed, the death was inflicted on the rabbit, not that the rabbit died because of it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
The doctors, if they just didn't want to go to the trouble of opening a bunny up and examining the ovaries and then stitching it back up, then yeah, the rabbit died if they just killed it.
Right.
But yeah, the rabbit didn't necessarily die because of the test, though.
Right.
But what's interesting is that continued on until 1976.
1976?
1970, that's what I thought was interesting. That's when the first like home pregnancy test, the actual test, not a home, well, an EPT, early pregnancy test. That's when they first came out, was in the 1976.
Wow. Is that when you could first start buying them for home?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
They had other tests before that. They all test off a hormone in urine when you're pregnant. And they still, the modern ones test off the exact same hormones that the rabbits were affected by.
Right.
So I just thought it was really interesting that, you know, they had this test up into the 70s, you know, the late 70s. I just thought that was amazing that they didn't have any kind of reliable pregnancy test beyond rabbit ovaries until the 70s. And someone on the internet was jokingly saying, yeah, you go in the aisle for the pregnancy test and it's a row of rabbits.
I think that's crazy. It really, I thought this is crazy when they said that on the show. And if you're wondering, Radar's rabbit was fine. They did.
Yeah,
they did use Radar's rabbit, but they did an operation where they checked it and it lived. So because Radar loves this little, he loves animals. He loves all animals.
But see, I watched a movie called The Rabbit Test, or it had to have been from the 70s, but it was about a man. They jokingly said that he was pregnant. The rabbit died, and this man was pregnant. Well, he ended up actually being pregnant.
Which is odd for the 70s.
Yeah, well, I was young too. You got to remember, I was probably 10.
Right.
So it was probably too deep for me. It was probably all in his mind or something. I don't know.
You don't remember.
I don't remember, and it wasn't good enough a movie for me to go look at it again.
So is that where you found out about
That's
this?
where I learned about it, yeah. Because I wouldn't have never known about it, yeah.
So you found out in the 70s.
Yeah.
And I'm gone my whole life.
Only because I watched a movie about it.
I've gone my whole life.
You have to look up the rabbit test on Intermovie Database, just out of curiosity.
Do you remember who was in it or anything?
No, it's probably somebody famous, but I don't know. It seemed like he had dark hair. That's all I remember.
But it was in color.
Oh yeah, it was a 70s movie.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it was called The Rabbit Test. Yeah, there were some really horrible, cheesy movies in the 70s. And I'm sure that was one Mom wanted to watch. It seemed like me and her went to the movies.
Oh my gosh. Do you know who one of the main people is?
It seemed like it was a well-known person.
It is. Billy Crystal.
That's it. He was the main character.
Oh my gosh.
And he's the one that thinks he's pregnant.
Lionel's life turns around after a one-night stand on top of a pinball table.
Yep.
He becomes the world's first pregnant man. The Rabbit, it's called Rabbit Test.
Okay.
It's rated PG, 84 minutes, and it's a comedy. Oh my gosh.
When was that out?
1978.
Yeah, 78.
That is so funny.
I know it was somebody well known.
Do you know who else is in that movie? On
like
Everybody Loves Raymond, the mother.
It seemed like the doctor was somebody well known too, but I don't
Raymond's mother from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Who was the doctor in there?
The doctor? I was going to say, it doesn't say.
It's okay. It seemed like that person was
It doesn't say
well known,
Dr.
too.
So-and-so.
Right.
It just gives the first and last name. It doesn't say that this person played the doctor. I would assume it's this Alex Rocco, but I don't know. I don't recognize. He was in The Godfather, but I don't recognize him, honestly.
Yeah,
That's funny, though, that you remember that movie.
Yeah.
And I've never heard of it. And then it's Billy Crystal.
I thought it was somebody famous, but like I said, I couldn't remember who it was.
We are in Hobby Lobby, and I will probably have to mute this video and put music over it because they play music really, really loud.
Which one's your favorite? That one or that one?
The blue one.
This one?
Yeah.
I like that one.
But they have 4th of July stuff out, so we're gonna take a look at it. I like that pillow, Kev. Gnomes are cute. They have all kinds of stuff. Oh, and Mickey Mouse. This is amazing how much stuff they have. Those are cute. I really like these little gnomes.
They're cute.
$9 a piece.
You want a good one?
No. No, they're cute, but... They do have some fall stuff out. That's cool.
That's actually a deck of cards.
Yeah.
That'd be good to get as a gag gift for somebody turning like 50.
Oh, yeah. I've always thought these would look good on the front porch.
Oh, yeah. These are nice ones. Too.
Mm-hmm.
Those are thick. They're only one-sided.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want that. I like all this stuff too. So like if you were decorating the porch, you'd put this out too. Yeah, they've definitely expanded what they offer. Yeah, see, they have fall stuff across the way. the cheese graters. You could hold it with that. This is their 75% off aisle, their clearance. So we figured we'd just walk down through here.
So when you look at pictures for kids' rooms.
Yeah. With Gavin, you don't know how much room he's gonna have. Look, Ashley's been wanting a coat rack. That's $8.74.
I think she just wants something small though.
She does.
You know that company you buy those wall or the 3D like metal?
Yeah.
That looks like the bear that they have on there.
Yes. Yeah, because they have a bear.
Mm-hmm. And they have a fox.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of.
Look at the dog food bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Those are actually really nice. So in case you don't know, Hobby Lobby has tons of fabric. Lots and lots of fabric. You sew, if you have a project to do, this is the place to come. Someone commented on one of my videos that you could tell how funny the weather has been by the clothes, the different clothes that we've been wearing for our reviews. And you couldn't be more correct, because if you notice right now, Kevin and I had to get our winter coats back out of the closet, and we're at the very, 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 very end of May, and we had to get winter. I don't know that I've had to get my winter coat out this late in the year.
Yeah, you can use it in like sweatshirts if you have to.
Right, but today when we left the house, it was like
46?
Yeah, 46 degrees. At 46 degrees to us is winter coat. Yeah, that's winter coat.
Well, it's still only 52.
Yeah, 52 degrees right now. So it just, we had a storm that came through, and it cooled things off. Now, I don't mind.
It's still cloudy.
I don't mind this weather at all, because I know I complain about the cold. But when I complain about the cold, I'm complaining about when it's like
bitter cold.
Yeah, bitter cold, like the teens or the 20s. That's the cold I'm complaining about. Honestly, I don't have any complaints with this kind of weather, because I like wearing sweatshirts and sweaters and hoodies, and I could wear those year round. I'm a little fluffy right now, so, you know. Oh, sorry. I'm a little fluffy right now, so if I can put on a hoodie, it kind of like hides it, or I feel like it hides it, and so I don't mind wearing stuff like this year round. But yeah, I just wanted to, in case you thought you were seeing things when we were talking a while ago in the car, you were not seeing things. Yes, we are wearing our winter coats again today. Now, I think is it tomorrow? It's supposed to be right back up in the 70s. This is why people get sick, is because the weather fluctuates so much. And we did, when we left the house today, we got our winter coats out, and Kevin said, now you watch, we will see people wearing shorts and t-shirts. And we did. We saw people, we went in Target, and we saw people walking in Target, a whole family in shorts and t-shirts. And it's like, did they not check the weather at all before they left? Because today is not the summer day you're looking for. It's just cold. If you liked watching The Apprentice on TV, then I want to tell you about a show. You have to have HBO Max, but it is called The Big Shot with Bethany. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. Yes, The Big Shot with Bethany. And there are only 7 episodes of it. It has Bethany Frankel. So if you don't know who Bethany Frankel is, she was on The Real Housewives of New York, but she is better known for her Skinny Girl brand. So she started the Skinny Girl margaritas, and then she sells liquor, she sells wine, she sells bars, she sells popcorns, it's salad dressings. She sells jeans on QVC, all kinds of clothes, more than just jeans. She has an empire. She really does. And so basically, it is her. She is in charge. She is hiring someone and to be like her VP of operations. And so she picks from a group of people. So in these 7 episodes, it takes you through the hiring process, which she meets them, and then on each episode they have a different task on each episode that they have to do, and somebody gets eliminated. And it is just it's a terrific show. She has a very strong personality. She knows what she wants. She's very driven. There is cussing, but it's on HBO Max. Just know that there is cussing, but it's just one of those really good shows that you can binge watch, and I wouldn't want you to miss it. Today, Kevin is going to start working on some metal earth kits. He has the Universal Studios, and he has, this is a
40 Warhawk.
And he's going to do these and see how long they take. If he has time, he's going to work on the jaws as well. If he doesn't, he'll do that for another day. But this is how they start out, the metal earth kits. They're flat, they're metal, and I'll show you what they look like when he finishes those. There is a show that Kevin and I just finished watching that I want to tell you all about. And when I tell you what it's called, you're going to think, oh, that is so boring, or like that would be like watching paint dry or something like that. It's not. It is a fabulous, fascinating show, good for the entire family. It is so good, but you have to have HBO Max. That's the only thing. It is called The Great Pottery Throwdown, and it's like the Great British Bake Off. This takes place in, I think it's Stoke-on-Trent in the UK. And it's just like the Great British Bake Off, except it's like with pottery. So there's like 3 parts to every show, and it's an hour-long show, isn't it? And somebody gets eliminated each week. So they start off with like 10, 15 people or something like that. And then somebody gets eliminated each week. It's terrific. And we've seen past seasons. I think HBO Max has like 4 seasons. So we're going to get back on HBO Max and we're going to see what other seasons they have that we've missed. Because we've definitely missed some. It's absolutely wonderful, and I've never done pottery in my life. I had never even seen pottery being made until I watched the movie Ghost. You know, everybody remembers that scene from Ghost. With Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze and Whoopi Goldberg. That was an awesome movie. I watched that movie like 10 times. And I remember getting my mom and dad to watch that movie with me. And now I think back, And I'm like, what was I thinking? Getting them to watch this movie all together. And there's that scene in the movie. But anyway, I just love the movie. And all the stuff with Whoopi Goldberg, I just thought was hilarious.
It's not all pottery like spinning on a wheel either.
Right.
There's sculpting, there's just building, things like that too. So.
And yeah, so that's what I was saying. I've never done stuff like that in my life, but it's so good. It's so, and it's so well filmed, and the hosts on there are terrific. And one of the guys on there he cries at the drop of a hat, but he cries because he cares so much, and he is so passionate about the art and the people there. He really cares about people a lot, and they're just a good bunch of people. But it's a great show, and I wanted to tell you about it because it could easily be overlooked, because you could think, oh, that's going to be about pottery, that's going to be boring. It is anything but boring. If you just would watch one episode, just watch the first episode of one of the seasons, I think you will watch it again. I think you'll like it enough to where you'll want to watch it again.
If you like those kind of competitions.
Yes, absolutely. So these are the models. Kevin finished them. This is the Universal Studios, which I knew I would love this one. Let me take that from behind there. It's hard for it to focus on there. Yeah, see? Universal Studios. I love that. And if you don't know, you can go to Universal Studios and they have this big globe out front, and you can stand out front and get your picture taken with it. And then this is the P-40 Warhawk. And so Kevin, what did you think of these?
That's pretty cool. The airplane was kind of hard because you got to get all the pieces bent the correct bend and the correct place. So that was the hardest part of it.
So it was the harder one of the two.
Definitely, yeah.
Ashley and I are together. We just went to the mall, and my glasses are wet.
It's raining.
It just started raining.
And we went out the wrong door.
Yeah, we did go out. You know what? It never even occurred to me. We parked at one place, and it's raining, and came out another way.
It was probably quicker, though, to go the way we went.
Ashley wanted to stop at Auntie
Pizza
Anne's.
pretzels.
Yes, so.
But they're nugget pretzels. They used to make them
on a big pretzel.
On a big pretzel. And I asked if they still do, and he said yes, but they're to order, so it'll be 7 minutes. I think this is the same thing, but just small.
Is it buttery?
It's so good.
I believe
you want one bite?
No, I'm good, because I ate before we came, and for me,
I did too.
One bite though would do me. I would want them all. And we were coming bathing suit shopping today.
You should show them. They're right back there.
So, well, I'll show them when we get home. That way we can lay them out. But we were coming bathing suit shopping today, which was really fun with Ashley because she picked out probably 15, yeah, bathing suits for me to try on of all different kinds. So
because she hasn't tried one on since 2008.
So I didn't know what would look good. You know, I did not have any clue what would look good and what wouldn't. And nobody's body is going to look perfect in any bathing suit. And, you know, frankly, when you're wearing it, everybody's doing their own thing. Mm-hmm. And so it's not like, you know, who cares? Who cares? You're just all there to have a good time. So I did buy 2 bathing suits, and they were very expensive. I'll show them to you when we get home. And Ashley picked out one as well, which is so cute. Ashley,
it's very feminine. It's different than anything I've ever had.
It's very, very youthful, very feminine, very youthful, but it's nice. Yeah, and it's strapless.
It has like little shoulder caps.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
It's a little scandalous.
It's very cute. It's kind of like, it reminds me of like the little girls' dresses, the seersucker dresses, except it's a bathing suit top. So it's really cute. So you would get those again?
I'm real happy, yeah. And there's a lot in here. Like, I'm not going to be able to finish all this. I think you get more like this than you do with a real pretzel.
See, that's the difference between Ashley and me. That's why I have issues and Ashley doesn't. It's because
I used to have issues.
I would eat all of that.
Ashley's lost 70 pounds.
That's true. We went in the Disney store at our mall. It's really sad because they're closing. They've been there forever. And
But
they're
they're very expensive, and you can get most of that stuff at Walmart.
Yes, they are very expensive. But we went in there today. Everything in the store, they're closing in just like another week or so. They're closing like the 16th or the 19th or something.
They don't
like
want to pay that July rent.
Yeah. And so everything in the store was 30% off. So I got Gavin some stuff for Christmas. Everybody's got some stuff for Christmas. And then
I almost got something, and then I stopped myself. I hope it is.
So we got some good deals though. I can't show you what we got because I don't know if they watched the video or not. So I'm not going to show you what we got. But anyway, we got some good stuff, and it was fun.
We enjoy shopping together.
Yeah, it's easy with Ashley because she doesn't mind waiting either. So like she had finished trying on her bathing suits, and I was still struggling.
She was grunting in there. You would have thought she was on the Stairmaster. So I just kept hearing, ugh, the struggle.
And it doesn't help. It doesn't help when your loving, caring daughter
is cackling outside.
No. When she has, and you don't know, given you the wrong size. So you're trying to fit in an extra small.
I didn't know.
I was trying to fit this body in an extra small. And so finally, Ashley's like, what size is that? And I told her, and she's like, oh, sorry. Yeah, so that did not help any.
I did my best. I think the S to me looked like an... I don't know.
I don't know what it looked like.
Especially because there was an X in front of it. Like, I don't know what I look like. Are you going to tell them what we're buying swimsuits for? Or is that a sneaky for now? Or are we going to leave them on a cliffhanger?
We're going to leave them on a cliffhanger. Yeah, we're leaving on a cliffhanger. Ashley and I went to Target. We bought some beach towels. We bought some great big beach towels.
And they were cheap. They were not expensive.
No.
They were cheaper than they were. That's a lot. They were about the same price as they were the cheapest ones on Amazon.
They were like $15 a piece, and they're like extra large beach towels.
They're soft, yeah.
Very nice beach towels. So, but I saw this thing on, I think it was on Reddit, and it was things that foreigners, so to us, like the British, find funny about the things that Americans eat. So they were asking, why do Americans eat these things? So I thought it would be funny. Ashley has not seen this list. I thought it would be funny to see which of these things does Ashley actually eat. And now some of these things I don't eat either. So just because some Americans do eat them doesn't mean we eat them.
You have to give the disclaimer that I'm picky.
Ashley's very picky, but you know what? I'm picky too.
So I'm pickier than she is. I don't eat fruit other than apples with peanut butter. I don't eat vegetables other than potato and corn. Like, I'm picky, and I know I'm picky. I bet
you we will agree on more of these things than she thinks.
Okay.
So they want to know, why do Americans eat tomato soup with grilled cheese?
I eat a grilled cheese. I don't eat tomato soup.
That's me.
I'll eat a grilled cheese with potato soup, but normally I'll just eat a grilled cheese.
And see, I won't even eat potato soup because I don't like mushy potatoes. I don't like mashed potatoes. So people think I'm weird for not eating mashed potatoes, and I don't eat those. PB&J.
I like peanut butter sandwiches. I do not like jelly.
I don't mind peanut butter and jelly at all. I actually like them, but I never make them for myself just because I just don't. Pizza with pineapple.
No.
Neither one of us like pizza with pineapple.
I don't like pineapple.
People want to know about why do we pick the bad parts of the chicken to eat? For example, chicken wings.
I think it's just like tradition. Like, that's just part of it. You get those wings, they're little big pieces, you dip them in stuff.
But if we're gonna have chicken, I would rather have
chicken, like drums, like legs.
Yeah, legs or thighs. Or breast. Yes. Okay, popcorn with melted butter. The melted butter part is
just good.
Because it's good. Yes. Yeah.
It is salty and delicious.
Yes.
And horribly fattening.
Okay, you're gonna like the next one. She eats this. Bread with pasta. Oh, yes.
It's like carb red sauce. What could go wrong?
What was that you would order at Malone's? Macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, and like
French fries.
and yeah,
Because it was like a side plate. They called it something. They called it like a vegetable platter. Me getting all the veggies. And you could pick 4 of their like classic sides, and that's what I would pick. And I would get double mac and cheese, and I'd let whoever else I was eating with eat it.
crazy. Sweet potatoes with marshmallows.
Nope, don't eat that.
I think they're talking about like sweet potato casserole at like Thanksgiving. People put marshmallows with it. I don't eat sweet potatoes either, so we don't eat that. Macaroni and cheese.
Amen, hallelujah, so delicious. If you haven't tried macaroni and cheese, you should try it. You should try a good mac and cheese recipe.
Because you can make macaroni and cheese no matter where you live.
Yeah, like it's noodle, any kind of pasta. The shape really doesn't matter. Like elbow noodles are traditional, but you can also use like penne or another kind of noodle, and then just make a cheese sauce. It's good.
Oh yeah.
It's good for me with like a meat, like chicken or pork chops, or I like it with a meat.
I'll be interested to see what you say for this one.
Okay.
Meatloaf.
No.
You don't eat meatloaf at all?
No.
I very rarely eat meatloaf, but I do like meatloaf.
I'd just rather have if I'm gonna eat a bowl of meat, I might as well eat a hamburger. I feel like meatloaf is a lot of extra trouble for essentially the same thing as a hamburger.
But it has a lot of onion, and it's good with ketchup. That's one of the rare things I eat ketchup with.
Hamburger has a lot of onion, and it's good with ketchup.
That's true. Applesauce on its own.
No.
So I guess if you're in another country, you eat applesauce with other
something?
things.
Ew, I can imagine that.
But, so you don't eat applesauce at all?
No.
And Andrew loves applesauce. Andrew can eat an entire jar of applesauce by himself because he loves it so much.
That's disgusting.
Corn dogs.
I like the outside of the corn dog, like the fried breading, and I like a hot dog, but I don't love them together. I'll eat one if that's what is there. Like if somebody's like, oh, for dinner we're having corn dogs, you want to come over? Like, I'm not gonna say no because I don't eat them. I'll eat it, but I'd rather eat just about anything else.
So if you were to eat a corn dog in front of somebody these days,
I would eat the whole thing, like an adult.
Okay.
Now if I was by myself,
you would pick off all the breading.
on my couch, I would pick off the breading and eat that.
Because when she was a child and we would go to Max and Irma's for dinner, it was the most disgusting thing. Because you would look over at her plate and she would have picked off all the breading, and so all you have was this flaccid hot dog, and it just looked terrible. It looked terrible.
Tell them, do they know how I eat chicken nuggets? Have you ever told them? I still eat my chicken nuggets like that. No
Do you
shame.
really?
Yes.
She picks off all the breading off the chicken nuggets.
And I save it.
Oh gosh. And then she'll eat the breading last. Kind of like I eat my peanut M&Ms.
That's so gross.
It is gross. And I would
disgusting
save all the peanuts and then eat all the peanuts last. Fake liquid cheese. Do you eat fake liquid cheese?
I don't even know what that means.
Like nacho cheese, like you dip nachos in.
No.
Okay, waffles and fried chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have anything against waffles and fried chicken, but I don't order that at a restaurant.
I've ordered it out before. It's good. I mean, it's not something I want to make at home. You know?
No, I don't dislike it.
I'm just as happy to have waffle at breakfast and a fried chicken at lunch.
Exactly. I agree. Waffles to me more as a breakfast food. Casseroles.
Yes.
Casseroles in general.
Yes.
So, like, what casseroles do you like?
Tuna casserole, chicken noodle casserole. I feel like the Mormon dish is like pizza casserole.
Yes.
I like a good casserole.
But she does not eat broccoli casserole.
Because the word broccoli's in it.
Or vegetable casserole.
Because vegetables in it.
Exactly. How about raw, just cookie dough?
Yes.
Yes, we both do cookie dough. Eggs with bread. I don't know why eggs with bread would be weird.
When you cut a hole in bread, like an egg in the hole of the...
I don't know if they're meaning that or if they just mean like a fried egg
toasted.
on toast, because that's good.
I eat that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's good. Cheese with crackers.
No.
They said it just sounded disgusting. Cheese with crackers.
No, eat that, but it's a big like picky food here, like an appetizer, like on those boards.
Charcuterie board. Yeah, if you're gonna have a parter, if you're gonna have a party, then you want to lay out crackers with cheese.
It's just something that feeds a lot of people that most people will eat.
Right.
Or they'll either eat the cheese or they'll eat the cracker, you know?
And they said, what is the deal with ranch dressing?
I don't know, I don't get it.
Ashley doesn't get it. But now our nieces, my nieces, they love ranch dressing. So what would you say, last question, what would you say is the weirdest thing that you eat? Is there anything that you think is totally weird? So we've discussed that she's weird how she eats, but not what she eats.
I think my eating mannerisms are very strange, but I'm so picky that I don't really eat anything weird or strange.
I don't think what I eat is weird or strange either. I guess the only thing I can think of that I eat that like Kevin won't eat, and I know Ashley won't because Ashley doesn't like bananas, but I like peanut butter and banana.
That's not weird. Is that weird?
I don't think it's weird.
I think most people eat that.
But your daddy does not want peanut butter with his banana.
Not on banana.
Yeah, he just doesn't. So you don't, there's nothing that you, I don't think that's weird.
I think I'm weird for the things that I don't eat and for my mannerisms while I eat.
I agree. I think I'm that way too.
The meals that I eat. So for example, if I'm at home, like I live alone, I cook for myself, I will make macaroni and cheese or mashed potatoes or whatever, and I'll just eat that by itself. Like I eat a lot of sides as meals.
I think that's normal when you live by yourself.
It's easy.
So this is the bathing suit that Ashley chose. This is the bottoms. And this is the top.
And it's kind of like, not off the shoulder, but it's like on the side.
Hold it up to your, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really, really cute. And there's Miss Ashley in her tan.
I'm very, very golden.
So these are the beach towels that I bought at Target. They are the extra large. So they have some of the tags say standard, and I think the standard were like $10. These were $15 because they're an extra large. And what's cool about them is like, so this is one side, the other side is pink and white. So, and then I got this one for Kevin, and it has black and white. He said, what did you get me, a Beetlejuice? And I said, no, it's not Beetlejuice. Then the inside is gray and white. And then I will show you my bathing suits. So I hung them up in here so that you could see them. Now they were expensive because they were from Dillard's. And because this is the popular time of year to buy bathing suits, they were not on sale. So it's a really, I'm trying to show you the fabric. There's the fabric. And it's cute. It has, Kevin said, does that have a little skirt? I said, yes, it has a little skirt. It does not cover up the tops of my legs. And I'm really funny about the tops of my legs because I just am. That's just me. But I do like the bathing suit, and I'll just have to get over showing the tops of my legs. So I got that one. And then I got this one. And this one, I know it probably doesn't look that cute on the hanger. But this is almost like, Ashley loved this one. And then Kevin did too, when I showed him a picture. This is almost like having a cover-up, a bathing suit cover-up built in. It's actually really nice. It's flowy. I'm trying to show you underneath. Hold on. I'm doing this, as you can tell, by myself. And it's hard to grab it so you can see underneath. But it's a full, there we go. So it's a full bathing suit underneath. But then this stays on, and it's just really flowy, but you can still kind of see through it. But it's actually really cute once you get it on, even though it looks like a sack here. It's actually really nice. And then the back looks like that. If I could wear more bathing suits like this, I probably would. But I like them both. I really do like them both. And I needed a new bathing suit. I haven't had a new bathing suit since, I want to say, 2010, probably 2009 to, it might have even been 2008. 2008, 2009, I have the same bathing suit that I had back then. I have never bought another one. So yes, these were expensive, but I told Ashley, I said, I will probably never go bathing suit shopping again. This will probably be what I have until the end of time. And since they were so expensive, they should last a long time. So anyway, that's what I got. I showed you the bathing suits I bought. So I went to Walmart and they had this bathing suit cover up, and I thought it was really cute, and you can see through it, as you can see, but I mean, it's a bathing suit cover up. But they had a couple. This was just really nice. I thought it was pretty, the color, so I got it. It was like $16. And then Kevin bought 2 pairs of swim trunks. He bought a red and blue. And then these are really cool. They're kind of tropical looking. And then he found some shirts. This is a No Boundary shirt, and it has like a pineapple skull, which I think is really cool on it. And then he bought 3 of the George brand shirts. So he bought this blue one, and then this gray one, and then this one he can wear with these swim trunks. I am going to end the vlog for the week, but I do want to say, I know a lot of you love to send us things, and thank you so much to everyone who sends us things. And I know that, like, for example, Kevin's birthday's coming up, and Dan told me that he has something in the mail for, well, Connie told me that Dan has something in the mail for Kevin's birthday. And that's fine, but I would highly advise that you do not send us anything until, like, I would wait till the end of July, because it's hot here, and I want to make sure that your packages get picked up in a timely manner, and I just would wait. Usually around this time of year, actually sometimes in May, I have said many times before, you know, it's not a good time to send things. And so now, especially because I know some of you like to surprise us, now's just really not the time to do that. So I would hold off, even though I appreciate it greatly. I would hold off until probably later on in the month of July maybe, and then send stuff if you want to send stuff. But I mean, we appreciate it very much. If you have something, I would just hold on to it, or just know that if you do send something, that there might be a chance that it might not get picked up in a timely manner. I just want to let you know that is a good possibility. Anytime during the month of June, anytime during the month of July, there is the possibility that that I will not be able to get to it, that I will not be able to get the package, even though I really appreciate it. But I hope you enjoyed the vlog this week. Next week, you'll get to see Kevin's birthday and what he has chosen for his birthday. He had been wanting something very specific, and I told him, I said, go ahead and get it. So we will show you what he got for his birthday. I'll show you what we bought for Ashley for her birthday, and I'll show you the cake we got for her and all that next week. So I hope you all enjoyed the week. Thank you very, very much for clicking on the video, for watching them, for subscribing, for liking. For the people who are on Patreon, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is always very, very much appreciated. So we will see you next week.